Welcome. An informal intro. Silent Mike. 28 years old. I'm about 5'9". Currently, currently 213 pounds this morning. I've been training 8 years. I started this diet weighing about 234 pounds at my heaviest. That was last fall. Slowly took away my calories. I track my food. I use flexible dieting as a tool. I keep track of my macronutrients, proteins, fats, and carbs. I train powerlifting style, some bodybuilding mixed in. All my splits. I write for myself. I do my own programming. And it's made for me, but it's based on kaizentraining.com, which is my website for all my training. I got about 8 weeks. I'm trying to finish this diet. I don't know what my goal weight is, but I want to get down to a more comfortable lean body weight. I just want to be leaner. I want to be the leanest I've ever been in my life. The leanest I've ever been previous, picture here, 195 pounds. And today, 213 pounds. Hopefully those popped up on the screen. A lot of questions about macronutrients, diet, cardio. You know, let's just start with macronutrients. Finding your maintenance calories. How many calories you need to eat a day to stay the same body weight. Multiple ways to do it. Now there's tons of fancy calculators out there. You can just punch in your info and then begin to track that. Number one goal with all this is that you have to be consistent. Discipline, duh. So you have to eat the same thing every single day. Not the same foods necessarily, but you have to eat the same amount of macronutrients and calories. That way you have a steady baseline to understand the data that's coming out. Random input, random output. If you eat 3,000 today, 2,500 tomorrow, 3,500, etc., random input, the output's going to be random. If you eat 3,000 every single day, you weigh yourself every single morning, you can track that and make progress. So you can use those calculators, or you can just track your food for about 7 days, maybe even 2 weeks, weigh yourself every morning, same conditions, write it down, and then track both. Eventually you'll find maintenance. From there, if you want to bulk, you add calories. If you want to cut, you take away calories. Most basic way. You know, typically recommend about a gram of protein per pound of body weight or per pound of lean body mass, depending on how heavy you are or how overweight. That's a good starting point for most. Right now, like I said, I'm 213 pounds. I'm eating about 200 to 215 grams of protein a day. My training is 6 days a week, loosely based off a power building program that I just released. Cardio currently is anywhere from 4 to 5 times a week. This is a diet progress series, dropping once a week. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like it. Cardio consists of 2 low intensity days. I typically use a bicycle, but I'll use an elliptical or whatever I have access to. I will do 20 to 25 minutes at a good pace where I'm sweating, but I could still speak. The other two to 3 times a week, I'll do some kind of high intensity interval training, basically sprints. I like to use a bicycle, indoor or outdoor. I'll show you guys some examples as we go through the series, but you know, 20 or 30 seconds all out, rest for a minute, minute and a half, 20 or 30 seconds all out, repeat. Anywhere from 5 to 8 rounds, depending on how good a condition are. You can layer that in. To lose weight, you don't want to throw all this at yourself. Training 6 days a week, cardio 5 times. Remember, I've been training for 8 years. I also started my diet about 5 months ago, so I'm slowly chipping away. You want to lose, you know, half a pound to a pound a week maximum, in my opinion, because my goal is to maintain my strength. I plan to compete in powerlifting coming up, so I want to keep all my strength from when I gained weight. I'm at Untamed Strength today. Got a training session in with Alan Trawl, one of my homies. He has a meet in a couple weeks, so on Tuesdays, he has squat and bench, and I just hop in with him. And then I basically have my other days programmed to myself, that I do my own thing, kind of. So today he had a heavy single. Typically, I don't train heavy singles. I'm a fan of sub-maximal training. I train below 75% for the majority of my training until it's time to peak or test. But I hit a single with him, 465, felt okay, felt like shit, looked okay. Then we had some drop sets, 3 sets of 4. I just stuck around 400 pounds. I think we worked back up to about 425. I typically train off percentage or a range, depending if it's my off season. He's training with an RPE. RPE is rate of perceived exertion. How difficult something is from a scale of 1 to 10. That's basically all it is. But he has a coach, so I'm just hopping in on his Mondays. Then we benched. We're supposed to hit a single at RPE 9, so you know, anywhere around 90, 95%. My best bench press ever in the gym is 400. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Camera shut off. Camera shut off because it was too hot. My best bench is 405-pound bench press a couple months ago, and I was weighing about 228. Today I crushed a pretty good 385, and I weighed in at 213 this morning. It felt pretty solid. So, you know, the key to all that is slow progression with your calorie deficit, slowly layering in cardio, as well as maintaining the training style you did before. If not upping it, if possible. You know, a common mistake or a common myth is to, you know, gain strength and size. You do low reps and lift heavy with higher volumes, and then once it's time to cut, you up the reps, lower the weight. But that's just not the case. You want to train multiple rep ranges, multiple sets at varying loads to stimulate all your muscle fibers to grow and get stronger. Current macronutrients, just to update you guys again, this is kind of the end of my diet, so don't compare mine to yours. You have to start and eat as much as you can while maintaining, while cutting, because once you start to take away too much, eventually you're going to have no calories to take away, and your body will adjust and you'll plateau. So you want small increments in your deficit. We'll start making progress. So right now I'm eating about 240 carbs, about 70 grams of fat, and 200 to 215 grams of protein. Energy's fairly low, body's a little beat up, but that's because the other series that is dropping on here, I got this fat loss deal, which I don't know what to name it. Go ahead and leave a comment below what we should name this last shreds. I've been cutting for like shit 8 months, but now this is the last, you know, 10 or 15 pounds I got to get rid of. What should we call it? It'll be about 8 to 10 weeks, and we're gonna bang this thing out. We're gonna get her done. So leave a comment below what you guys think we should call this series. Smash the thumbs up. Give me a like for the brand new 2 series. Just slam some Chick-fil-A. On this series, I want to show you guys how I eat, what I eat, how I train, and then hopefully just give you guys a little bit of insight to how I think during this diet and how I'm feeling day to day, and hopefully some adjustments you can make in your diet to get to your guys' goals. Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna go chug water because it's starting to get hot up here in Northern California. I sweat a lot, so I'm gonna chug some water, and then I'm gonna get my cardio done a little bit later. But that's it for this one, guys. Appreciate you. I'm out.